Boom. Happy Friday, everybody. LT is in the building. Thank you for joining me for the free Friday night. Just got paid. Money in my pocket. Feeling right. I got to get that out the way, y'all. Friday night, so much. Y'all could be anywhere in the world, but you're here. You're learning about self-publishing. You're teaching. You're sharing. Some of y'all are entrepreneurs. We're going to hear from you with your elevator pitch. You know how we do. We have a beautiful guest tonight, and she is an actress, a screenwriter, a director, a producer, and just a beautiful human being, a Christian. And we're going to get into some industry stuff because she's an industry lady. She's been in the entertainment industry for probably over 20 years. I haven't added
A
up,
long time.
but over 20 years.
Yeah, over 20 years.
Okay, so that's what I figured. So we're gonna learn a lot about the entertainment industry tonight, y'all. We're gonna get into it. If you guys have questions, make sure you put them in the chat. If you are the elevator pitch, make sure you wait until it's your time. Go ahead and turn off your mic. Dolores, turn off your mic. Go ahead and turn off your camera. I'm going to share my screen and show you guys what I have prepared. It is a very short slideshow because I really, really, really want to hear from our beautiful guest speaker tonight, y'all. I think, and this is kind of what she reminds me of when I think of her. She reminds me of like a Shonda Rhimes. I know y'all know who Shonda Rhimes is in the chat. Tell me yes or no if you know who Shonda Rhimes is. She has a book called The Power of Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And our guest speaker reminds me of her because she's a wonderful writer, super, super talented woman, and really, really, really has some ideas that are profound. And so tonight, I want y'all to listen. I want y'all to take notes. I want y'all to ask her questions because she is an award-winning writer, okay? There's writers, there's authors, and then there's award winners, and she's an award winner. And so I want you guys to just put in the chat right now something positive for our speaker because I am so excited. I know you guys are so excited. And I want a lot of interaction in that chat. So I'm going to go ahead and go through my slides, and then I'm going to introduce her, and then you guys are going to be doing your elevator pitches at the end. We're going to have a question and answer, and we're going to have a good time tonight, all right? It's Friday night. I hope y'all just got paid. If y'all didn't just get paid, you need to get with one of us entrepreneurs at the end and figure out how it is that you can get paid, all right? So welcome to our Friday night webinar series. This is actually our last Friday night free webinar series because I have a couple projects I'm going to be working on in the next couple months. So I have some announcements to make for you guys. All right, so here's the agenda. House rules, announcements. We have our guest teacher, Miss Angela Duckett. We're going to do elevator pitches, have our Q&A, group photo, and we're going to call it a night. All right, here's the house rules. I just love this little picture, this little girl with these little glasses. Just remember, you guys, you're going to be so excited. I'm going to be so excited. While our guest speaker is talking, I'm going to be taking pictures. I'm going to be putting stuff in the chat. You guys are going to have all kinds of ideas and questions. And just please, 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 please use the chat box for all the questions, all the enthusiasm, all the excitement, because we don't want to miss a single bit of what she's going to teach us tonight, y'all. Okay? So those are some of the house rules. All right, so this is our major announcement, one of the major announcements. I want you guys to please go ahead and mark your calendar for Saturday, November the 7th, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. It says Moreno Valley Writers Expo 2020. This is an opportunity for people in the community of Moreno Valley and beyond to experience some local authors, learn about writing tips, and discover new books. So yours truly, LTEE teacher, will be one of the featured speakers at 10 a.m. So I want you guys to go ahead and put that on your calendar, 10 a.m. I'll send you the Zoom information so that you can attend that, okay? Also, I am in the process of putting together a New Year's Eve bash on December 31st of this year. Yeah, we're going to have a Roaring 20s night to remember, and it is going to be a dedication in honor of anyone who wrote a book in 2020. Anyone in my course or your course or my circle or your circle, we're going to bring all these people together and we're going to celebrate them and honor them for doing something life-changing in the year of 2020. So I just want to throw that out there. If you guys want to help me plan it, I'm open. I have a couple of DJs that I'm looking at. If you guys are interested, let me know. It's going to be amazing. All right. So here's what I've been up to, y'all. And this is what I want you to do. If you have never taken an online course, if you have ever thought about taking something to bring up your skills for the workforce, if you have ever thought about maybe getting some coaching, I want you to enroll in my Self-Awareness Academy, which I changed to university, because I am teaching people how to learn to accept, embrace, and tell your story. It is online classes with a combination of live coaching. So it is not a traditional online course. It is a course where you get live access to me and we go back and forth and bounce ideas off of each other. So if you've never taken an online course that has had coaching, you definitely want to jump on board and embrace your story, accept yourself, and learn how to tell your own story, y'all. All right, so that's one thing. Here's another way that you can join me after these webinars are done. Join us on Facebook. We are called 2020 Self-Publishing for Busy People. We are up to 75 people, y'all. I started this group in April with 2 people. And I'm so excited. And I want you guys to join it and have your friends join it because it's amazing. All the announcements that I'm going to be doing from now on will go through this group. So you will only get information about us through us. So you got to join. All right. Our core beliefs. Those of you on the call, you guys are entrepreneurs, you're business owners, you're writers, you're authors. You know that distractions are roadblocks. You know that there's a lot of things that you can pay attention to. Your phone, you know, the traffic. There's so many things like squirrel. Like I'm always looking at different things and I'm like, wait a minute, I got to get myself under control. So you know distractions are roadblocks, but you also know that there's a cure to the roadblocks. You can control those distractions with some skills. And that's some of the things that I teach in my Self-Awareness Academy is how to control yourself and focus on the things that are in your purpose and in your alignment with what you're supposed to be doing here on earth, right? Because we know we're just passing through. This is not our home. This is just where we are at the moment to have influence and impact over the people that are in front of us. So these are my core beliefs. My core values are time, energy, and money. For those of you that have invested in me, with me, your time, your money, your energy, I appreciate that. I want to say thank you right now because I honor you for giving me those resources that are not renewable, like your time. Coming on here tonight is something that you won't get back. This time that you're spending, this hour, it's going to pass. And I thank you so much for spending it with me, helping me, supporting me, and being a part of this success circle. This is extremely important and this is extremely valuable. And I want to say thank you to everybody that's in the building because this is extremely powerful what is happening in this circle. Okay, so my core teaching, my core belief is that when you get that first book out of the way, like I did in 2017, and you really start becoming vulnerable and sharing your story with people, that is when people are going to come to you. You're going to become a magnet because people respect your vulnerability. And so this is one of the things that I teach in my classes is that when you do write that first book, be ready for the doors to open because this first book led me to not only that first book, but actually speaking engagements, It led me to 4 more books. It also led me to YouTube videos, making my own commercials, staff developments at schools, library events like the one that's coming up, and then church events. So there's a whirlwind of opportunities that are available to you when you are able to articulate and share your story and be vulnerable with other people and let them know you've gone through some of the things that they've gone through. And then you'll be a magnet for clients, customers, and readers, and just fans and people who just want to connect with you. So be ready. All right, the elevator speeches are at the end. Remember, I want you to share who are you, what do you do, and why do your customers or your readers care? Okay, remember, who are you, what do you do, and why do people care? All right, are y'all ready for the guest speaker? She is an award-winning writer. She is an actress. She does screenplays. She's a director. She's a producer. She is our very own, like, Shonda Rhimes, okay? She's like the best kept secret in Hollywood because she is like behind the scenes, but she's out. She's coming out, y'all. She's coming out into the forefront, and she's about to just boom, lay some knowledge on y'all. She's about to really, really blow your mind and expand your thinking. And she's about to give you some little industry tips on what y'all need to do to bring your game up if you want to break into the entertainment industry. All right, so without further ado, my wonderful friend, Miss Angela Duckett. We are ready for you.
Yay. Oh my goodness. That is such a huge introduction. I don't know, I don't know how I could ever live up to that comparison to Shonda Rhimes, but in the spirit of her book, I think I will just say, yes. Yes, I'm going to accept every bit of that comparison. She's
Yes.
amazing. So I'm going to just jump right in and share my screen. Share my screen with you and get going. So we're going to talk about writing awards. Writing awards, and my name, as it has been stated, is Angela Duckett. I am so excited, really, really pumped to be here on a Friday night. Latasha, I thank you so much. I thank you for your persistence with me. Nothing rings more true than that little piece you just spoke about distractions. I feel like probably true for many of us on this call. 2020 has been a year of potential distractions, right? So many things going on. And for myself personally, just so much going on. And Latasha, you didn't let up. You kept pinging me. And it wasn't because I was not willing, but the distractions almost had me. But baby, I'm back. I'm here. Here we are. So I'm going to tell you about, we're going to talk about writing awards. I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself. And then I'm going to tell you how I stumbled into becoming an award-winning writer. And I'm going to tell you how you can become an award-winning writer too. So let's get going. So a little about me. There we go. A little about me. Again, my name is Angela. Oh, I'm having an issue here. Hold on, you guys. There we go. Angela Duckett, that's my name. So my artistic journey went like this, and it definitely did go in this order. I started as an actor, then progressed to a director, then a writer, then a producer, then a ghostwriter. Yep, actually, ghost wrote a book for a pretty well-known celebrity. And that definitely makes me an author. My education looks like this. It definitely starts with the arts. I am from Philadelphia. I went to the Philadelphia High School for Creative and Performing Arts, where I was an acting major. And baby, I was bit. You could not tell me that I was not about to be the biggest movie star ever. I was ready to graduate from high school, pack my bags, and like so many others, go straight to Hollywood. Well, my parents, having way more wisdom and way more experience than me, said, hold up, get yourself a solid education first. We need you to go to college, and then you've got plenty of time to, because they're from that old school where running off to Hollywood to be an actor is something, just not secure, not stable. And so I heeded that advice. I went to Drexel University, which is also in the city of Philadelphia, and I majored in operations management, got a cum laude degree, Bachelor of Science. And while I was there, I guess this was perhaps a little bit of foreshadowing. I actually started the university's first Black student newspaper. It's called Nubian Voices. And that newspaper is actually archived in the Philadelphia African American History Museum as a notable contribution to media on a collegiate level. Pretty proud about that. So, fulfilled my parents' wishes. And as soon as I graduated from Drexel University, I was Hollywood bound, packed up, moved to Hollywood. Thanks to that degree that my parents insisted that I get, my very first job was on the lot of Paramount Studios, where I had the great fortune of walking through these gates every day for 5 years to go to work. And let me tell you a little fun story about life on the studio lot. There is literally everything there. You can live on the studio lot. There is a convenience store similar to 7-Eleven where you can buy anything. There are 3 or 4 restaurants. There is a hospital. There is a police station. There is a fire station, because guess what? They have fires on sets when they're doing pyrotechnics, and it's a whole little ecosystem. When you walk behind those gates, you can live there. There's a gym. There are lounges where you can go and take a nap. I mean, a little bit of everything. And so part of that life on the lot was the gym. And just like every other gym, you make gym friends, right? You go there. If you work out at the same time every day, you meet people, you make friends, you get gym buddies. And so I had a particular gym buddy. I worked out at 6 a.m. every morning before I went to my office, had to be to work at 8. And I met her there, and we would see each other all the time, work out together sometimes. Went into the gym one morning, and in the bathroom, she said, Angela, oh my gosh, my show got picked up. And we jumped around and we held hands and we screamed like little schoolgirls. And baby, let me tell you, she is not a little schoolgirl anymore. She has grown into be this beautiful woman right here. Does anybody know who this is? Does anybody recognize this face? Her name is Mara Brock Akil. And that little show that got picked up that morning that she was so excited about, it's called Girlfriends. Man, those days on the Paramount lot, this is just one of probably at least a dozen similar stories that I can tell you about some of the greatness that I had the fortune to meet and befriend and get up close. And I got a chance to spend some time on that Girlfriend set in the very beginning days when the magic was really just beginning to happen for all of these beautiful women. Fun times, fun times, fun times. So that's a little bit about studio life. Now let's get to the nitty gritty of the topic and why we're here. How did I become award winning? Okay, so after the few years of life as an actor, I had the opportunity to direct. The very first show that I directed in Hollywood was called The Colored Museum by George C. Wolfe. It is a classic. I don't know if you are familiar with it or not, but it is a classic piece of African-American literature, all about, it would be so apropos right now with everything we're going through in society. But it's really all about Black culture and the unique perspective of the Black struggle. And it's just a great piece of writing. So we worked on this piece, and I would say that it went really well. The outcome of this production, we were nominated for Best Ensemble for the Ovation Awards. We were nominated for Best Ensemble for the NAACP Theater Awards. Very exciting times, right? Going to the award shows and, meeting different people. Exciting, exciting, exciting. But I got to tell you, with this show and then all of the other shows that I directed after that, the thing that got me going the most, right? Everybody's motivated by different things in production. But what got me going the most was going through the rehearsal process and digging into things like this. Go with me, y'all. Character development, backstory, pace, tone, intention, voice, conflict, resolution. It was really all of the stuff that was happening on the pages that really excited me. And I think in turn, it's what made our productions as good as they were, because I really forced the actors to do the work with the script, right? As writers, we have power. As a writer, you have power. Your words can literally change someone's life. And so I would always teach respect for the words, right? You got to respect these words that are on the page, and tell actors to do your work. And so as I began to, direct more, and I'm dealing with scripts, right? Lots of different scripts. And I would find little places where I'm like, gosh, the pace is off. We came to this resolution too quickly. Like there was no pace here. And this whole scene has no intention. I would find these problems, and it just frustrated me quite frankly. Um, and so I said, you know what? It is really about time for me to write my own material. And so I did. And that's when I launched my production company, Strong Mountain Productions. And baby, when I tell you I had the opportunity to write, direct, and storytell until my little heart was happy. For the biggest shows that we did, To Know Him Is to Love Him was a story about a family and faith. Bobby Lee Blood was a story about bipolar disorder, not written by me, but an amazing script. I learned so much. Testimonies from the Valley was a show of very dark monologues. Some of them were true stories of people that I knew, and some of them were pure creations. And Real Talk, Real Stories was a compilation show of true birth stories. I had the opportunity to partner with an organization that worked on maternal outcomes for African American women. And I sat with these women and took their stories and cried with them and posted those stories up on stage. And what really happened was, there's something about, and all of this is like amazing fun. The work is just fun for me, to me. But there's something that happens when someone approaches you at the end of a show in near tears and tells you that their life has been changed. Their life has been touched. They have a similar story. Their brother went through this. They thought no one understood. Hey, Angela, you put those words together so well. Like, you spoke what was in my heart and I couldn't even get it out, but you did it. And so, it was really in that moment where, I've gone through all of these different things artistically and have enjoyed them all. And I said, you know what? I think my greatest gift in this season is writing. So I'm going to focus on the writing. So I began to talk to my network of artists, actors, directors, lots of friends. Told them, I'm going to focus on the writing. Had to turn a couple of directing jobs down because I'm going to focus on writing. And so eventually someone recommended to me the Fade to Black Festival in Houston. I said, okay, well, what is that? Did a little research, found out that it was a competition of 10-minute plays. So that sounds interesting. I could write a 10-minute play. I mean, surely I've written a bunch of full-length plays. I could do that. I had a concept that I had been playing around with. You guys remember that book called Venus, or Women Are from Venus and Men Are from Mars? And so I had been toying around with this concept, and I wrote this 10-minute play called Venus and Mars Date Night. And it was comical, and it was, I believe, very entertaining. And what we had in that script was a man and a woman who were dating in a relationship. And we just watched them have a simple conversation about what they're going to do for date night. And what we see in this conversation while they're talking is we see missed perspectives, missed intentions, what she said versus what he heard, and what he heard versus what she actually said. And then we get a chance to see them retell what happened to someone else. I mean, it was just mayhem. And, submitted it into the Fade to Black Festival. Won first place, Fade to Black Festival for Venus and Mars Date Night. I said, wow, well, that's cool. Got this little script. I guess it's pretty good. I'm going to submit it again. And I submitted it to the NAACP Theater Festival, where it won crowd favorite. you know, might as well try this again. Submitted it a third time to the Town Street Theater Festival, where once again it won, crowd favorite. Then a year later, I submitted a second script to the NAACP Theater Festival, where it was accepted and they portrayed it on stage. And that began, I kind of stumbled into this idea of being an award winning writer. Do I win everything I submit for? Absolutely not. But I sure had a real fun start right here. And so, and that's it. Right behind that, you get to add award winning to your resume. So let me slip on over and tell you how you can add award winning to your resume. It is so simple. It's probably a little easier than you thought. Two main ways to do it: networking. Ask other writers. You've got an amazing network right here with LT. You can find out, maybe what other writers know about. And then there's this thing we all have, the internet: Google. Writing competitions of every shape and form can be found by a simple Google search. You follow the submission instructions, send it in, and you are in. So let's talk a little bit about writing competitions. They come in all types: scripts, screenplays, short stories, stage plays, poetry. They can be by content. You'll have competitions that will want stories about women, stories about men, stories where children are the main character, stories about animals, stories about aging. All genres. You'll find competitions for action, romance, suspense, horror, self-help, faith, fiction, nonfiction, and it goes on and on and on and on. There are so many competitions out there. So let's talk about, how would you approach it? So you decide, you know what, I think I want to give this a try. What angle should I do? There's two ways to approach writing competitions. Okay. And so the first way is, look at the body of work that you already have, right? What do you already have? And search for competitions that fit what you've already written and submit. And then the other angle, which might be a little more challenging or a little more fun, depending upon how you look at it, is you search for interesting competitions. Just see what's out there. And if you're up for the challenge, you just write to the given specs, send it in. What are the benefits of writing awards? Well, number one, it looks good on your resume. And it builds credibility, especially if you're just beginning, and you have some particular goals in mind. If it's submissions to big publishing houses, or a production, or a screenplay that you'd like to see on a big screen, whatever it is, and you're brand new, having award-winning behind your name helps to build credibility on paper. It builds confidence, right? All of us, we have those moments where we've written something and maybe we think it's good, but we're not quite sure what other people are going to think. And so it does build confidence when you submit a piece of writing and it is awarded. You say, hey, others really do like this work that I'm doing. It builds your network. You meet some amazing people when you're a part of competitions. Even in these times, virtually, if you win, the people in that organization that run those organizations, they now know your name, and you never know what other opportunities could come your way. Some writing competitions have cash prizes. I've seen them all the way as low as $25 to tens of thousands of dollars cash prizes for particular writing competitions. And some have other prizes. You can have your work produced, publication, online publications, editing sessions, mentoring sessions, fellowships, all kinds of unique prizes for writing competitions out there. And some actually lead to jobs. I know someone who submitted, Disney had a writing competition, and she submitted a spec script. I don't know if you guys know what a spec script is. It is something quite literally that any of us can do. And that is, you have a show that you like, This Is Us, Girlfriends, whatever show it is that you like. And so if you like the show, you probably kind of know the characters pretty well already. And so a spec script is you taking a stab at writing an episode. Just do it. I've got an idea. It would be really cool if we could see, whoever, whatever show you pick, if we could see these characters doing this. And you write the spec script. She wrote a spec script, for Disney, sent it in, and now she works for Disney as a writer. So now all of this talk about awards and being award winning and submitting and all of that part really, really is pretty simple. But I would be remiss if I didn't give it a word about excellence, right? Because writing competitions are not easy. It's a competition, you guys. You got to work hard, submit your best work. And in order to do that, I would suggest hiring an editor or a writing coach. And we all have the great fortune of having a great one right here in our network, LT, because you better believe that everybody's going to submit their best work. So you should too. Follow the submission guidelines precisely. They are all unique. You got to submit according to the deadlines on time. Look at the format. If they ask for a PDF, some of them will specify font size. Make sure you just follow the directions precisely. And some do have a fee, an entry fee that you must pay to enter. And, I thought to myself, it would be really cool. Let me go and pull together a list of competitions for you guys to give you a little starter boost. And I couldn't do it. You know why I couldn't do it, you guys? There are literally so many competitions out there. I did a Google search and quickly came up with hundreds. So the information is out there. You want to go win, you can win. I know that you can. Submit your best work hard, say yes to the challenge, and go for it. I really believe you got this. And so that's really all that I have for you. It has been an honor to jump on here Friday night and share with you guys. Here is my contact information. Write, Live, Slay is my blog. That's one of my most recent adventures that I've been on. I needed a place to purge and just be random. And then you can find me on social media by my name or at Write, Live, Slay everywhere. That's all. So thank you very much, everybody.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh my goodness. There's a lot of questions in the chat. I'm going to read those questions.
Okay.
And I'm also
turn my camera back
on. Oh yeah, we want to see your face.
Yeah. I'm turning it back on.
I'm gonna read.
I can't see the chat on this device, so you're gonna have to.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me see. Let me read. And after I read, you guys, we're gonna do. Let me go back here to remind.
Oh, I do see it. You're welcome.
You can see it.
Yes. Fist bump. You're welcome.
Okay, so let me.
Mom, okay. I think your mom just adopted me.
Did she? See, that's what happens. Okay, so you can see everything going on in the chat.
I see it. Yes.
Perfect. Okay, so let's go into
for the questions.
Yeah. Well, let me let everybody introduce themselves to you.
Okay.
So that way you know where their particular questions are coming from. So you guys, like a 30-second, who are you? What do you do? What's your question? We'll put that in there. So who are you? What do you do? And what's your question? Let's do it like that. Who's up? Who's first?
I am.
Yes, let's go.
Hi, my name is Dolores Chalmers. I'm a substitute teacher in the Allentown School District. I enjoy working with children. I run marathons for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. And one of the things that I put in the chat is I have a lot of interesting stories that I would love to put into a screenplay. And when you have time, Angela, I'd love to talk to you about a couple of them, and you could tell me whether or not you feel that it would fit in a screenplay or not.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. If you've got stories, I'm sure it can fit into a screenplay. And there's some very specific ways. There are some very specific ways to structure a screenplay where it might not be as big a challenge as you think.
Oh, Okay, that sounds interesting because it seems like it's a lot of work. Also, I just wanted to mention this to you guys as well. I don't know who was here last week, but there's also been another killing of a Black man, and I have a poetry that I would like to read to everyone again because this is heavy on my heart, and I am really annoyed and tired of hearing about this on the news. So once everyone's done and you give me the okay, Latasha, LT, then I'll go ahead and read my poem again. Thank you.
Awesome. I think Stephanie had her head like this. She's ready.
Hello, my name is Stephanie Thomas. I am inspired today because you're basically have lived the life that I had planned to live. But then then I had my daughter, and I was like, oh no, I can't do that because I I have to go and get a full-time job. So my question, and I don't have the education as far as performing arts go, but I do have a degree in English. I love to write. I am the owner of the Write Coaching LLC, so I provide editing, writing, and coaching services when it comes to writing, and which is also includes tutoring in writing. So, but my passion is in creative writing. So, and I recently I had to go a ghost write as well, and then I did a script. So, and that was my first one, and I loved it because it was like a team of us, but I was the only one writing. So I mainly was just filling the room and putting the emotions of the room into the paper through the words. So that's what I love. So when you tone character development, that is everything.
Girl, you feel me on that?
Yes, I felt it in my spirit.
Not everybody enjoys that part as much, And so probably most of us on here, right? That's a writer's thing, It's like, oh, sharpen that. That portion is a little weak,
Yes. So yeah, and like I don't watch movies without saying something about the way that it's written. Like that, my whole everything, the way that I view things is a writer. But my question is, and it's probably a redundant question. It's probably the answer is yes. But does that performance arts education background really help to put you in the door? Because I don't have that. I wanted to pursue.
Let me ask you this: when you say in the door, which door are you interested in?
And
as a writer,
as a writer, as a writer. I mean, eventually I would. Yes, as a writer.
Did you not just tell me you have an English degree?
I do.
Then you absolutely have the education necessary to be the amazing writer that you are. You already got it. And and so you've written a screenplay, right? So you've got one under your belt. So you're experienced now. You have experience. It does not matter where you are in this world. Hollywood is available by email. I suggest you pick your favorite show that you are always dissecting, who the characters you know very well, the one that you binge when it comes out, and maybe try writing a spec script, right?
Okay.
Because every time you want to throw something at the TV because that scene just was unnecessary. Like, why was that whole scene in there? It didn't carry the story. It didn't give us any information. Are these not the things we fuss at the TV about?
Yes.
You've got ideas. Write a script. Write a spec script for one of your favorite TV shows. Send it in unsolicited. Write that movie. Write that screenplay. Submit it. You can get a writing agent in Hollywood from wherever you are, especially now. Let me tell you something. Things were already, with the onset of technology, moving away from this idea that everybody needed to live in Hollywood, but specifically with the onset of COVID. That whole you need to be in Los Angeles to be it, whatever your it goal might be, is no more. You can do it from anywhere.
All right.
Yeah, just do it. Do you have enough
That's good.
experience? Yes, you do. I don't have a
Yes.
degree. I don't have a degree in English. And I call myself a writer all day long. Okay. You got it.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Connection. Nicole.
Hello, beautiful world. How's everyone doing?
Hi.
My name is Nicole Mack Griffin. I am a substitute teacher for 16 years at the Allentown School District. My passion is to help the youth. My dream is what my husband and I are doing currently, which is called the Mack Griffin Motivational Grind. And that means, and our mission is to feed and educate America from state to state, possibly going global. That's what we would like to do. Right now, we're holding a can and a cap, those eraser caps that come on pencils. We're having a drive for that. So far, I received one package with some cans in it and a pack of eraser caps. So I'm very excited for that. Yay! And hopefully soon a lot more will come, and we're going to distribute those in the Allentown School District and the Mount Pocono School District of Pennsylvania. I'm originally from Harlem. I have a film degree from Brooklyn College. I did stuff with it. I did. I worked for Time Warner Cable in like the 90s. I was in a couple of videos. Heavy D was my main one. That's how I first got my first break. The Heavy D, Now That We Found Love. I was in that video. Yeah. And I did a lot of hip hop stuff and a lot of videos and all of that stuff. I was a videos 90s girl. Yay!
And 90s music wins. That's the best.
Yeah. So that's my life story in a nutshell. And thank you.
Yeah, that's awesome. You know what? I want to let me see. Latasha, I don't know if you can. I'm terrible at this type of multitasking. If you could drop my email address, either one of them, my blog or the one you have in the chat, and you can please shoot me an email, send me your address. I'm going to contribute to your drive.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
you're
you.
welcome.
Okay.
Say your email real quick. I can type it.
Oh,
Yeah,
Mac
that's fine. Yeah,
Griff
you can do that way.
Grind. Oh, I'll put it in the chat.
Okay.
I'll
No,
put it in the chat.
Angela, what's your email?
Angela at Right Live Slay. All one word. WRITE Live Slay.com.
Boom. That's in there. Jeremiah, I see your eyes popping. Let's go. Turn your sound on.
Okay, I'm gonna share my screen with you guys real quick.
Yes.
I put it up here. I'm gonna be quick, I promise. I'm not gonna take up all this time, but let me tell you who I am. Because I'm interested too in creating a book into a movie. Let me tell you something about me. My name is Jeremiah Fullerton. I live in Canton, Ohio. I'm a certified teacher. I graduated back in 2010 with a degree in Spanish, and I did a certification in ESL. So I'm an ESL/Spanish teacher, and I work at an elementary school now, and I'm working on my master's in special education. I wanted to be a special ed teacher, and so I'm an author, entrepreneur. I write books. I wrote a book called Working and Studying Abroad. I have some other book projects that haven't been published, but they're getting ready to be in the forefront. I tell you a little bit more about myself. So I write books. I'm also a teacher. I enjoy working with my students. I'm also a translator. I do freelance projects for all over the world. I have my own freelance team. We help people translate their books, documents into multiple languages. This is a Black-owned company, and yeah, we do a lot. So we also we help people translate books into Spanish, Chinese, German. This is a team that I put together myself. It's a team of 10 people globally. And basically what we do is we help people move their books from one language to another language, or their documents. And I was so interested in hearing about turning a book into a script, or turning some type of work into a script. I just have no clue how that world works, and that's something that I would like to learn about. But yeah, we do quality translations. This is my team. It's called Fullerton Global Books. Is what we are, the name of our website. And I have multiple translators. We just translate stuff. We're very busy now, actually. We're translating documents, websites, books. And if you ever need your book translated, or some type of document translated, if it's commercial, non-commercial, we have a team of professionals. They're certified, they have degrees, and they're ready to translate your book into many languages. So that's me. And guys, if you guys want to get a hold of me, I'm over here. I'll drop this link in the box. We have a Facebook page. It's called Written Translations, and I'll drop that link in the box for you guys. Yeah, let me know, because I definitely want to get on and turn a book into a script, because I've got a couple of books that haven't been published yet, but they're getting ready to be put on display. And I would love to work with you. So I'll drop my information in the box in the chat, and you guys can reach out to me. So that's me. And my book, guys, it's on Amazon. It's called Working and Studying Abroad. I'll drop that link in the description down in the box for you guys. The Spanish version is also on Amazon as well. So you guys go ahead and hit me up. I'll put all my social media information, contact information, if you guys need those kind of services. Thank you, LT. Thank you so much.
Awesome.
You welcome,
Jeremiah, I saw you, I guess it was maybe 2 weeks ago, when you gave a presentation. That the work that you do is so super amazing.
Oh, thank you.
It's kind of mind-blowing, actually. As in terms of turning your book into a script, I think we all should keep in context that we don't all have to do every single thing, right? You've already written the book, and unless you want to write the screenplay, you can, but you can always hire a screenplay writer. And that might actually be a little easier in some instances, right? Unless you have a specific desire to say, oh no, I want to do it, then you should do it.
No, you're right. I've gotten to the point with my business that we're so busy that it's hard for me to just put the business down and do something extra. So I'm learning as a manager and as a CEO, I'm learning now to hire someone to do it if I can't. If my hands are tied and our orders are skyrocketing, I have to hire someone to do it.
Yeah.
So that's a great suggestion. Yeah, that's a great suggestion. Just
there's another thing, Jeremiah. There's a big industry for your work in film and television as well.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
You've never Money Heist. Anybody on here have watched Money Heist?
Money Heist is the best show I've seen in a while.
Okay. So Money Heist. What did you say? It's what?
Yes.
Yeah, it is. They're speaking Spanish in the original. I don't even know if you noticed that when you watch it. It's recorded in Spanish, and the whole thing is dubbed over in English for us to enjoy it. Like, there's a global network out there for that, for television. All these television shows get translated into other languages. Wow. When you go to China, they are watching This Is Us. They're watching Shonda Rhimes in China in their own language. Wow. Big money in that. All of these shows that we watch, don't broaden your perspective beyond these United States. Our television shows are being watched around the world in their local languages.
Wow. Thank you so much. That's so good to me.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Angela. I am going to have a couple of people introduce themselves. And if you guys want to come on camera, I do want to take a picture. she's blowing my mind and expanding my thinking. And I see she's doing that for all of you guys. I see your brains like, what?
That's so awesome.
I want to hear from you guys. Who hasn't introduced themselves yet?
I haven't.
Okay, Michael.
Okay,
B.
what's up? What's up, y'all? So my name is Michael Benjamin. I'm a serial entrepreneur, and I'm also the author of the book The Power of Yet. I'm currently writing my second book, which is an ebook. It's called Debt Free at 23: 4 Steps to Pay Off Your Student Loans Quickly. And I'm just reflecting on when I was 23 back in the day when I graduated college and I paid off my student loans. I just been listening to everything everybody's been saying, just taking it in, and I'm just glad to be in the room. I do the same thing as LT kinda. I'm trying to get on her level because she's killing it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just glad to be in the room. And then Angela, amazing presentation. I'm still taking it in. That's all I can say. I like to connect with you if that's cool. But yeah, it was an amazing presentation.
Thank you, Michael.
Yeah,
B.
absolutely. Grab my email.
Okay, definitely. Show email.
And Michael B, you're calling in from?
I'm in Washington currently. I'm originally from California. I'm actually originally from near LT, actually. So Riverside area.
All right. So we're going to go from Riverside to Las Vegas.
Hey, everybody. This is Delshana Moore calling in from Las Vegas. I am originally from Southern California, and I am now a 3-time published author. I'm so excited about that. I have just officially released my third book called Undocumented: My Story, My Journey, My Truth. It is about the emotional trauma and the emotional journey towards healing, having been abused as a child. And so I've gotten some amazing feedback about it. People are ready for the next thing, and I'm trying to get ready for the next thing. I have truly enjoyed tonight. Thank you so much for inviting me. I am excited about hearing the journey that you've taken, Angela, and what you've been exposed to on your journey. I'm really interested in knowing how do you currently leverage your award-winning status to make moves and to build projects and to move on in your career?
Oh, that's a tricky one. Okay. And this might be, I'm gonna keep it real with you, right? This feels like a keep it real kind of crowd, okay? Now, while the award winning serves a purpose, it definitely does. Like I said, I call it resume food, right? Because when it's time to hit the ground and market yourself and do those kinds of things, outside of, this is my personal experience, outside of the connections that you make with those organizations that gave you the awards, right? I have some genuine connections there. It's really not good for much else, right? It's resume food. It looks good on your resume. It gives you credibility. You get to put it behind, just like, I accomplished it. It's an accomplishment that goes, and everything else you want in front of you, unfortunately, is still more work you got to go after. I can't even sit here and tell you that award winning has been, has breaking down any barriers for me in that particular way, right? So how do you leverage it? You put it in your elevator pitch, right? What LT has been teaching. You not be shy about the things that you've accomplished. You've accomplished that. And that's really mostly, in all honesty, that's really mostly what it's good for. You really got to keep building and keep doing the work and going after your next goal and going after your next accomplishment. I would be lying to you to tell you that having, unless it's an Academy Award, right? There's levels to this, right? Unless that award you win is an Academy Award. Yeah, there's levels to this. Let's put it that way. Or like my friend, unless that award she won for Disney, it landed her a writing job at Disney, right? So, but then too, if you look, that's also being able to leverage the connections for the people she met in that particular competition. So I think that's the greatest gain you can get from it, is when you enter these competitions, you write something that's amazing and the people on the other end can open doors for you, right? Stay connected to them. They're there running this competition today. In 10 years, they may be the vice president of CBS, right? And they remember you, right? They remember that amazing submission you made, and they need a writer for something, and your name comes to mind. So I think that's the best way to really, to say if there's leverage, it's a planted seed, right? It's a planted seed with the people who run those organizations that run those awards. Other than that, it's resume food, it's your elevator pitch, and you keep going.
Hey, thank you. Wow.
Thank you.
I think Dr. Norwood is next.
Hello, everybody. Good evening. I'm Dr. Norwood, and can everybody hear me? Okay. I'm the owner of Norwood Literary Enterprises, and I'm a writing coach, and I have authored about 7 books. I've published 5, and I'm working on another one right now, actually. I learned about Latasha through a course that we were both taking together. And I really appreciate her for how she's brought authors together. I have learned so much over the last couple of weeks from her leadership, and Michael as well, Michael Benjamin. And I'm also a member of his Facebook group. Super awesome. He's very supportive of authors. But yes, I am graduating next month with my doctorate, so I'm grateful for that. And happy to be here and learning from all you awesome people.
Thank you, Dr. Norwood. Kelvin, are you able to talk? I know you're driving. I don't want you to get in an accident or anything. Can you talk? He's driving. Okay. I have an aha moment, and we got a few minutes. We got to get off of here, but whew, Angela, you said something to Stephanie. You said you are already ready. You have an English degree. You are already qualified. And that amplified something that's been happening in here with me. 2 things. The first thing is I'm working with a lady right now, and she's almost finished writing her book. And we've been going through this book. We've been developing it, editing it, formatting. We've been doing all this stuff, right? And she keeps adding more content to the book. And I have to stop her and have a Jesus moment and say, why are you still adding? There's nothing missing. It's your voice. It's perfect. Let's go. Let's click, boom, let's go. And she's like, hold on. And this is what has happened to several people that I have helped write books. They put their feet down, their heels in the dirt, right when it's time to go. And I'm like, we got to go. We got deadlines, y'all. You got royalties. Let's go. And so you said something that really just helped me right there. You have enough. You have your English degree. You have an experience. You're experienced. That, and I think sometimes we struggle with this as Black people, as women, people who have been through trials, have been oppressed, have been abused. We struggle and we think that we got to write one more chapter. We got to put on a little bit more makeup. We got to have our hair a little bit longer. The skirts got to be a little bit shorter, because then they're going to love us. They're going to accept us. They're going to want us, and we're going to be enough. And I just thank you for saying, you already enough. You sure already.
That's true. That's true, LC. That's true.
Let me share something, years in Hollywood. There are people terribly unqualified on paper that are wildly successful. You know why? Because they just go. I'm going to go a step further. There are people marginally talented, not even that good. You're not even that good. And they're doing it because they just go. And, I agree with you, Latasha. We put so much on ourselves that we have to have the degree. We have to have, look at Will Smith. He graduated from high school. He wrote a rap song, and look at where his career is now. Suppose he had said, because I don't have the degree, I'm not going to go any further. So I say, yes, get the training you need to be excellent, but at the same time, just go.
Wow. Another thing, another thing that sparked me, and you just pierced me in my heart. This is our last free Friday night webinar. I've been pushed and led into different areas, and it's time for me to start my speaking career. And
Yes.
so I'm still helping authors. The Lord has revealed to me that I can only help 4 a month because I'm pushing. I've been pushing for 10 a month because I'm just like that. But 4 has been my magic number to be effective. And so I'm still running my course. I'm still helping authors publish. But don't be surprised if you get a phone call from me and I'm asking you to take a client. Because my problem is I have too many people to help and it's just me. So I am sharing the wealth. I hope that this call results in sales for you guys. I'm not the type of person that's like, oh, you're competition, what? There's enough money out here for everybody. So I will be calling you or emailing you, asking you, could you please help this author? Because I have a speaking engagement that I'm going to be going to.
Yes.
I'm just gonna go all out, y'all.
I love it.
So
your journey is inspiring. It's so inspiring.
Thank you. And thank you so much. I'm a reflection of the people that are in my circle, and I wouldn't be able to do this without the people in my circle lifting me up, pushing me, encouraging me, especially my mama, Dolores. I love you, mama.
You are amazing. Ever since you were a little girl, my grandmother always said to me, if you're going to teach that child, she got a heap of sense. If you're going to teach that child something, teach her something that can take her somewhere. And God knows you have really gone somewhere. And I'm very proud of you, Latasha.
Yes. I know, right?
Thank you, Latasha, for helping us connect in this space and just giving us a voice among our community. And you really have inspired me to take my business to new heights. And I learned a lot just these past few weeks, just spending it with this group. And yeah, it's gonna be sad to see this group not here for a while. And I just want to thank you for all your support and motivation.
You're welcome.
Shout out to Latasha. She's definitely the GOAT. You know, I look up to her. She has, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the DISC assessment. She has a high I score, which means that she's very interactive. She also has a high D score, so she's very multi-talented. We had a session where I was breaking it down for her. So, you know, it's definitely crazy how she's able to communicate with people using her different superpowers. And just the fact that she's able to get all of this here on a phone call, you know, that's definitely a superpower. I definitely look up to her for that. So thank you for creating a space. Good luck on your new endeavors.
Thank you. And don't worry, y'all still gonna be getting annoying emails from me.
I'm feeling really glad that I slipped right in before it was over. Really glad.
And this was an excellent way to go out with a boom. I mean, you expanded our minds. It's a struggle trying to write. It's really such an honor to have you here as an industry expert helping us understand that we can do it.
You can, and you can do the big things. The big things are not locked in Hollywood. They're not. You can do the big things right from your home.
Wow.
Can I read my poem, Latasha?
Yes, that's how we're going to end. Yes.
Okay. I have a poem that I wrote Actually, I wrote this when I was at Latasha's house. It's very disturbing to me to hear of all the Black men that are getting shot for no reason, just senseless. So I woke up in the middle of the night and I had this heavy on my heart. And I said, when I get up, I'm going to write it. And this is what I wrote. The soul of the Black man.
Your camera's not on, Dolores.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We gotta see your face.
Can you
There
see
we
me?
go. Yes.
Okay. Okay. The soul of the Black man. When I look at my Black man, I see love, a love that no other can touch. I see pride, letting the world know that I am somebody who deserves to be loved and respected. I see soul, style, swag, and courage. I also see pain, hurt, and confusion. Why do I see pain, hurt, and confusion? The world won't let my Black man breathe. Strong, intelligent, loving Black men come in all shapes and sizes. They come from all types of backgrounds. However, they all need the same thing: respect, a sense of belonging, and free to be who they are. Why is the world scared to let our Black men be? He don't want to outshine you. He just want to be who he was destined to be. So let my Black men be free.
Yeah. Man.
That was great, Dolores.
Thank you.
Good.
Thank you, Angela.
You're welcome.
That was powerful.
That's really powerful.
Thank you. And I mean that from my heart. Let my Black men be free. It's just senseless, all the killings for no reason why.
Yeah.
But you copy everything that they do. You like they swag. Your women like our men. So why are you trying to take us out?
Because they're not us.
It's not fair to us either.
Yeah.
Changes are coming.
Yes, it is.
Dolores, do you have a book out? I would love to see some of your
Excuse
writing.
me?
Do you have a book out? Do you have some type of writings or anything that we could purchase or buy?
You know what? I do writing here and there. I do not have one out, but I'm looking to put one out soon because LT keeps bugging me.
Well, keep us in your network so we can know where to buy your stuff, and
I definitely will.
we can promote it through our social media too.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate that. I get sidetracked here and there, and LT kind of keep me on the straight and narrow. She hasn't shared it, and I don't like talking about it. I lost my daughter in March, and it's been very painful for me. But this group helps me stay motivated, and it gives me positive energy, and I wouldn't miss it for the world. And I really appreciate LT taking me along on this journey with her. So yes, I do have a lot of writing and I will get it out soon. She's not gonna leave me along until I do. Every time she noticed, I haven't heard from you, Mom. Are you down? Are you upset about something? When you gonna write that book?
Well, there's definitely an audience here that wants to read it. So you have an audience that's willing to pay for this type of writing. So just keep that in mind when you're talking with LT, that there is an audience that will buy this type of writing if you publish it.
Thank you. Well, I was going to hit you up anyway, because I shared some other things that I have too that I definitely want to get out.
Okay, I'll put my email in the box, and you have me on Facebook. So.
I have you on Facebook, yes.
If you get the pre-order up tonight, I got you.
Thank you.
I'm serious.
Thank you, guys. And I'll definitely keep you in the loop.
Definitely.
All of you guys are amazing, and I can't wait to hear all of your success stories. Dr. Robin, it was Narwood. Is that your last name? It's very nice meeting you for
Yes.
the first time. I've heard talk of you, but this is the first time I've met you, so it's a pleasure to meet you.
Nice meeting you too. And you look so well. You really
Thank
are
you.
beautiful.
Oh,
You
thank
are.
you. I'm trying to look beautiful inside and out. I'm getting there. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, last photo and then we out of here. I know y'all got date nights and TV time. Woo! Okay, 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna take 3. 1, 2, 3. This is the first one. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Next one. All right, silly, silly. Woo! Good night, y'all. I'm gonna see y'all in the emails and in the community.
Thank
And-
you.
All right, thank you. Great.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you, Latasha.
You're
God
welcome.
bless you, everybody. Thank you so much, Angela.
Blessings
Thank
to
you,
everyone.
LT.
Amen.
Blessings to you guys as well.
Thank you, LT.
You're welcome.
I'll see you soon.
Yes, ma'am. You know I'm gonna be calling you.
Uh-huh.
Get your sales. Did you get your sales up?
I can't wait. I can't wait.
Okay, good night.
Good night.